So Luton 3, Arsenal 4. You have the foremost, of the best, the 4 best out there, the real ones, the negative, toxic. But you do have 4 tonight. Like, we scored 4 goals. We're top of the league, 5 points clear of Liverpool. They got Sheffield United away. New manager bounce, maybe, because I think Wilder's back there. And not that he's going to do a lot. And Man City play Aston Villa tomorrow. But we are 6 ahead of City, 5 ahead of Liverpool. It weren't easy. Sub to JEZ'S, Arsenal history and more. Southern Gooner, Matty's channel, and Kenny Ken 1972. If you want to cry about the ratings, cry. We don't care. We're back against Villa on Saturday. But JEZ'S, give us your little breakdown before we get into the ratings for anyone who ain't seen the fan cams, mate.
Well, I did say against away at Luton, we haven't never been great. I don't know why. It is, I think, just an Arsenal way. I was doing some research yesterday, just that pre-research about the game, and we ain't great there. To be fair, we got away with it tonight. It was not a great display. Let's get it right. I don't know what happened. We should have. I predicted a 5-0. Maybe I've got to stop doing that, because obviously when I say that, we don't do it, and that's fair play. But Raya, Kiwa, there was some awful Odegaard, terrible displays of football tonight. And we got lucky. We've got Villa away come this Saturday. We've got some tricky games coming up. So getting lucky against teams like Wolverhampton and Luton, well, it gets you over the line, but it doesn't give me convinced confidence. Is that the right way of putting it? But I'm happy. It's 3 points. Don't get me wrong. I'm not being negative, but we've got to do better than that against teams like they're in 17th spot, for God's sake. We're top of the league. We should be wiping the floor with a team like that. No, we didn't, and we got out of jail. I know it'll paper over all the cracks, but there we go.
There we go. Matty, Southern Gooner, sub to Matty. Anyone who ain't seen your fan cam, give us your little breakdown, mate. You're on mute.
Just a chaotic display, I just feel like, as I stated in my fan cam, I just hope that we're not using our get out of jail cards this early in the season. I prefer to save a few of them for the back end. But we got the win, but there's a lot left to be desired. So
there we go. Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta. Give us your breakdown, mate.
I'm gonna break it down. We're not winning the league, not like that. Sorry. All this stuff, the rubbish and the BS I've heard about, people rewriting history about Ramsdale, people saying, "Oh, that's what champions are made of." Champions don't concede 3 goals to Kenneth Rowe against a team that was playing or a working man's team, workman-like team, play out their skins. But we should have a bit more quality. We got battered in midfield. Declan Rice was horrendous. Just saying it, putting it out there. The crap I've heard about, he's worth every penny that we bought, which he is, and which he's going to be, and that he's carrying a team on his back. Do me a favour. Kai Havertz had a better game than him and Odegaard, and so did Bukayo Saka. I mean, let's be realistic, right? Last season, I complained about the same thing about us conceding goals and conceding chances in matches, and how did that work out? We went and made a habit where eventually we capitulated. This is all hallmarks of doing it. All this myth we heard about, we're controlling games, and we're finding a different way to do that. Not like that. Trust me, we play against Villa, we're getting smashed. We play against Liverpool, getting smashed. Even Brighton will smack us. And they see the Emirates as their back garden. I'll tell you another thing now. Find a way to defend without Tomiyasu, because without Tomiyasu, we are French connections.
Yeah,
facts. All right, listen, when I see the starting 11, I was like, cool. Yeah, Ben White's back in. Kivior, fair enough. Yeah, accountability, best ability. Yeah, Zinchenko, mad cock up at the weekend, despite playing well, dropped. I was like, okay, cool. Arteta's learning. But Kivior was shocking. We're getting to him in a minute. Let's go with the goalkeeper. Let's start with you, Jez. The goalkeeper. Yeah. Conceded 3. Yeah. On the third goal, Amazon Prime love a bit of drama, a bit like Sky. They pan to Aaron Ramsdale smiling and joking. As soon as you see the camera on him, he stopped laughing. Do you blame him for all 3? Or I don't know. Like, listen, give me your rating. Tell me what your thoughts are on that goalkeeper.
I blame him for goal 2, goal 3. Goal 3 was just an absolutely idiotic. An 8-year-old on a Sunday morning would do better than that. I mean, that's how a professional goalkeeper can let the ball go under him like that. We don't often see that in top flight football. That was shockingly poor. The other one, I mean, come on, man, big up. You know, show yourself you got some muscle in there, because at the end of the day, you challenge, right? You challenge and you get knocked down. Most of the time, it will go with the referee will go with the keeper, challenging. But awful display. I just thought that's the worst display I've ever seen since he's been at Arsenal Football Club. And I've been supporting this fella, and I still will. I still think he's a good goalkeeper. I ain't got a problem with him. But tonight was shockingly crap, and I'm going to give him a 4.
Let's go to Kivior, Matty.
As I said during the broadcast, man, Kivior should have been on loan at Luton. He was, you know, you look and you say, well, why did we spend that much money on him? And you look tonight and you really question yourselves. You say, well, you know, I want people to understand, and Kenny hinted at it earlier. Tomiyasu is out. That's what we got in place of him. That's what's going to be there. If we're in the thick of anything, even in these FA Cup games coming up, we got a massive one coming up, by the way. That is who's going to be filling in for Tomiyasu if he's out. We're in a world of hurt. We are in a world of hurt, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight he gets a 4 from me. That was a shamba. That he summed up everything that I normally talk about when I ask about Kivior and Fabio. That right there tonight summed it all up.
Facts. Let's go to the opposite side. Benjamin White, Kenny.
Well, apart from me, his excellent cross for the second goal. Apart from that, he was nowhere. Nowhere to be seen. Didn't cover himself any glory in the second half. You know, didn't give Sapper any support with the overlap. Too worried about their counter attack. I was giving him a 5. That's the best I can give. You know, Benjamin White.
Jez, William Saliba.
Yeah, Saliba. A bit in and out of the game, I felt tonight. Did some good stuff, and he was a little bit weak on other stuff, especially those set pieces tonight that Luton had. Not great, I'm sorry. Don't know, looked lackluster to me. 6.
Gabriel Magalhaes, Matty.
I felt like a couple of those goals that we, you know, just the lead up, you know, I just felt like he had an off night a little bit. I felt like he could have did a little bit better. He should have actually. Me and you were talking about this earlier. There's a penalty kick there that we should have got because he was pulled down on one of those balls in. But outside of that, man, I thought he had more or less the average pedestrian night. So I'd have to give him about a 5.5, 6.
Let's go into midfield. Kenny, I'll give you Declan Rice.
Myth. His performance today was is a myth. A myth. He got bullied in midfield. Absolutely bullied in midfield. Couldn't control like I said, the way Ross Barkley was running rings and running that game. Yeah, didn't have a lay a glove on Ross Barkley. That's just facts. Didn't lay a glove on him. We're going to give him credit for the winner, and he should get credit for the winner. But on the second goal, he was shocking, absolutely shocking. Adebayo just roughed him up, threw him around like a rag doll, and got in front of Raya. In anything, Declan Rice owes Raya for being a pork chop for the second goal, because had Raya not come out for that, we would all noticed how Declan Rice was weak. It was a poor performance by Declan. It was just as poor for his performance against, Chelsea. But people are christening him and saying, "Oh, he carried the team on his back today." Don't insult my intelligence, mate. I've been watching this game since I was 5 years old. I know when a player's playing well and they don't play well. Don't insult my intelligence. I'm not jumping your bandwagon. You're getting a 5 because you scored today. But if it not been a 5, I would have given you a 3 today.
Let's go to Jez. Jez, I'll give you captain, leader, assisted the winning goal. Martin Odegaard.
I don't understand this guy at all. When it's a physical game, which it was, we knew it was going to be physical. Luton were going to kick us up in the air because basically, technically, we have the better technical players than them. I say that very loosely tonight. On paper, yes, we do. I didn't see it tonight, so we're going to get kicked about a little bit. They targeted Saka, and I knew that. Well, we know that's going to happen week in, week out, don't we? JEZ'S, well, Odegaard was just not in it. He's got to physically get into these games. If he's going to be our captain, then he's got to lead by example. He doesn't do that. He's got to get in there, stand up, fight. I don't mean like get a red card fighting, but I mean get in there, show some balls, grow a pair, man, because you didn't tonight. Yes, it was a lovely cross to get Rice to get the sneaky little winner, but no, you've got to show me some bollocks and be a captain, and you're not at the moment, or you just don't in certain games. Poor.
Matty, number 29, scored. Yeah, did his best disappearing act for their third goal with a little back heel, but was one of our better players tonight, which kind of sums up our performance, really. I
thought about that thing, man, and Havertz did all right tonight, man. And I know it's going to shock a lot of people tonight. Like, wow, he's giving him some love. I mean, he had a
when they perform, we say it as it is, mate. When they don't, we say it as it is. 3
and 4. I mean, like I said, my new saying for me: just score, baby. I don't care how he does it. Just score. Just score. Just how whatever. Just keep it going. I think tonight I'm going to give him probably the highest rating I think I've ever given him. In the history of doing this. I'm actually giving him a 7 tonight. He did fairly well tonight.
Is he your man of the match?
I would say I have to. Now that you mention that, I'd have to probably say because I mean everything else was. I mean, people would probably say Saka, and then they'll go with the default setting and say Saka. But I mean, Saka was okay in Spurs tonight. Yeah. But I mean, it was kind of like. I just felt like tonight he allowed. It was like he kind of. You remember that one point in the game we were watching, and he got the ball, and I was like, "Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at!" He actually took the ball and he brought it out of the back. He didn't do anything stupid. He got rid of it and made a move. And I was like, "Okay, well, he's moving. He's actually starting to fall in."
He wanted it.
It's kind of like.
Listen, I can't disagree. I thought he was one of our best players, and it's hard to pick a man of the match. So, yeah, cool. If that's your man of the match,
I know it's shock a lot of people, but I just felt like he had a decent game tonight.
Kenny, let's go to Gabriel Martinelli. Scored, went off. Would you rate him, mate?
Well, it says a lot. It says a lot that we've been critical of. Well, I've been slagging off Havertz, And I was saying I never thought I'd ever see him play well, let alone score a goal. He scored. Declan Rice.
Oh, you was there live when he scored his first goal, mate.
I know. I was there for his.
Well, I say first goal, the first open play goal.
First, but you think about it. Him and Declan Rice have got 3 goals each, and they scored more than Martinelli and JEZ'S. Martinelli today was shocking, pathetic. He got bullied off the ball. Couldn't cope with the physical approach of by Luton. Wanted protection referees. It wasn't that coming. Glad he scored a goal, but I was relieved when he went off the pitch. It was pathetic. His performance was poor after that. You know, I'm not going to give him a 9 marks. He scored a goal. I'm going to give him a 4. He scored excellent, but he was awful. It was a waste of time. It was like a Colts player. How bad he was. Bad. In fact, this season he hasn't reached the levels of last season and the season before.
Totally agree. I thought he was one of our worst players. Let's go to the opposite side, Jez. 200th appearance for Bukayo Saka tonight. Quick throw-in from Gabby Jesus after pressing the goalkeeper, forcing him into the error. And smart bit of play, from Saka. Set up Martinelli. Other than that, what did you rate him, mate?
Yeah, I mean, look, he got targeted. We knew that was going to happen all day long. He's how can I put this? Are probably most influential impact player from the start. I'm not talking about substitutes on this one, but could have done a lot better. I'll tell you what it reminds me of tonight, guys. I'll tell you what this reminds me of. Kenny, Lee, Matty, you may remember that the old plastic pitch we used to have at Luton.
Yeah.
Ground.
I remember that.
The last time we played there in 91, they had the plastic pitch, right? And it was like these guys were on bloody roller skates, falling over, slipping, and it to me is shocking. I don't know if it's the football boots they wear now. I don't know. But for God's sake, stand up, falling over all the time, feigning injury, feigning like you've been beaten up. No, show some bollocks, because I'm sorry, I'm fed up with this, where players just fall over. We knew we were going to get attacked by Luton. We knew that. But you've got to show some kahunas. Yeah, Saka for me. I'll give you a generous 7. The JEZ'S set up, passed on to Martinelli, scuff shot goal, got away with it, fair play. Saka scores. Yeah, I'll give him a 7. That's all I can say. I can't really tell I'm impressed, but I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, he was effective at times, but underwhelming is what it is. Matty, Gabby Jesus, lovely header, pressed the goalkeeper, quick throw in. He scored. Quick trail of thought. Yeah. If he didn't press the goalkeeper, he takes a touch and has the whole field to kick it up. He then runs off real quick, throws it, bang, goal. He scores a goal right on half time. Other than that, though, pretty poor. But what did you make of him?
It's funny that Jez, like I love doing this when nobody's talking to each other, because it's funny how we all think alike. Jesus has got to learn to stay on his feet and stop crying so much, man. He has got to stop doing that, man, and just play the game. Just play the game. You're better than that. You're better than that. Just play the game. The assist was good. Quick throw-ins. It's amazing what happens when we have quick throw-ins and everybody's not standing around looking and talking and trying to figure out what's what. We're able to keep the pace of the game going fast. Nice header, gorgeous header, by the way. Like you said, outside of that, man, he went ghost. He went ghost. Especially the second half. I didn't see much from him. I didn't hear much. I just think he has a tendency to just kind of, and it's been that way across the front line this year. everybody just kind of they go ghost. It's like we'll start out one way and then it'll just kind of fade away. And then before you know it, we're having another situation like we had at the end of the game. Jesus, he scored. He got the assist, but technically, if you want to call it an assist and a goal, so that kind of warrants him a generous 6 tonight. I'm going to give him a generous 6 tonight.
I agree. He got hard done by at one point because he fully got elbowed in the face.
Yeah, he did. He did get it. Yeah, he got
the
a good
halfway
shot.
line. Yeah, mad. We only made 2 subs, Kenny. Let's go with Trossard, Mr. Sitter. What did you make of him, mate?
I think if he had the pace of Martinelli, I think he'd be starting ahead of him all the time, all day long, because he contributed more than Martinelli ever in his short cameo appearance. He contributed a lot more than Martinelli did today. But he got involved, tried getting in, make things happen, tried to unlock the door, had to have the football ability to do that. I'll give him a 6 because I thought at least he tried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. Listen, I got ridiculed for saying he's our best player, but is what it is. 35, Jez, involved with the pass before the Odegaard pass. 1 minute is on the right, then he's on the left. Last 10 minutes, he was everywhere. Defensively, we know he's crap, but offensively, he's very tidy. Weren't on for a massive amount of time, but in the time that he was on, defensively, he didn't have to do fuck all. So what did you make of him going forward?
I thought going forward, he was actually trying to influence the game, and I respect him for that. I just rather he was in midfield than where he gets stuck out at times. I was actually quite impressed with him, to be fair, and I'll give him credit for that. He didn't really influence the game at all, but I'll give him a 6.
Before we wrap this up and go with the manager, Arsenal had 52 touches in the opposition box tonight against Luton. That is the highest tally in the Premier League away since September 2016 versus Hull City. Another record that will keep Mikel stock high.
Come on, Lee, mate. You know what the situation is. Stats. People who rely on stats to support their argument with Mikel Arteta. It's basically like, basically getting a begging bowl out, in a shopping centre, in a Westfield shopping centre in Shepherd's Bush, getting a begging bowl out and said, I'm collecting for the guide. Oh, give us £1 for a Hums magazine. That's what you're doing.
Because the hospice and all of that lot. Yeah.
Because these stats, let's face it, man. People who look at stats didn't watch the game. I tell you now, they didn't watch the game.
People will look at that game tonight and go, oh my God, Arsenal, what a game. Oh, end to end. Look at the game at the weekend. Wolves 2-1. Yeah, we beat Wolves 2-1. Anyone who ain't watched that game will go, oh my God, Arsenal got lucky. But if you watch the game, we battered them.
Yeah.
Tonight you'll see 4-3 and go, oh my God, yeah, like last minute winner. Yeah. Oh, Arsenal got lucky. Yeah, we fucking did tonight. Yeah. Because on another day, that ends 3-3 or they win the game. Yeah, we scored our goals at the right time. They were about to make a treble sub. Yeah, and then 29 equalizes.
Yeah.
Totally killed them. Yeah.
They didn't know what to do themselves.
Because they have no idea what to do. Because if that manager, who is younger than Mikel, by the way, what phase is he in? Right? But either way, they ain't got a dog. Right? They might have a hat. Right? But either way, right? At that point, if that is Pep, Ancelotti, Jose, Guardiola, Klopp, whoever, half decent manager, at that point, you've just equalized 3-3. He ain't doing the treble sub.
No.
Yeah, he's doing something different. And that shows naivety. And listen, we got out of jail tonight.
He was arrogant. It was arrogance in a way. It was arrogance because what was happening, he brought all those players on because we were in it for 3-2. He wanted those players to sort of harry and stop us from getting the passes out. As soon as we got the third goal, you think, "Oh, what do I do?" And it was like it was like Twins. It was an Arnold Schwarzenegger moment in Twins when he's about to lose his virginity. Shit, what do I do now? But it's true. That's exactly how it was. That's exactly how it was. He's brought in Morris, who could even move.
Morris is useless. Honestly, that guy's one of the worst strikers I've ever seen.
Yeah, and it was a good substitution. I think he brought on I think the guy who scored for the playoffs, he took off Doughty. Now Doughty was knackered, but if they kept Doughty on alongside Doughty on and kept Adebayo on, I don't think it could have been different. But they're on their last legs. But Morris, come on,
Morris is useless. We see him in the playoff final. That guy couldn't finish his dinner, mate.
I think he's good at taking penalties, I suppose.
They brought on Chong, who will run around a lot. Yeah, to be fair to him, Chong when he came on played all right. Yeah, they brought on
Ogbene, the Irish guy,
Ogbene. Yeah, and they brought Chon and Morris on treble sub. Yeah. But if that's any half sensible,
they brought 5 subs all over the place.
Yeah, any sensible manager at 3-3, goes, we won't do a treble sub. Yeah, we're going to mix it up. Naive. Yeah, that's not the reason they lost. The reason they lost, they switched off and Declan Rice scored. But anyway, sub to JEZ'S, Arsenal history and more. Link in the title if I can squeeze it in, if not in the description. Sub and Guna Matty, make sure you sub to him, and Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta. If you don't like the ratings, cry. We're back against Good Evening on Saturday evening, and hopefully tomorrow evening, it's today evening. He does a job on Man City. We're going to do a 3-2-1 and rate the manager. 3, 2, 1, 6.
Yes.
I'll give him 6. I thought, you know what, the performance wasn't on him today. It was on the arrogance of our players who generally who didn't read the script, didn't read the room. Certainly didn't watch Luton's performances against Crystal Palace. Didn't watch the Liverpool performance, because if they watched that performance, they would realised they wouldn't have time on the ball and that Luton was going to get in their faces. They thought the referee was going to protect them. There's a lot of people who think, a referee gave us nothing. That's the mentality that I don't like from our players.
He didn't, to be fair, but you have to be tough.
Anything, but you know what?
You have to be tougher.
It was a tough game. Respect to Saka. At least he didn't cry like a baby like Jesus and Gabriel Magalhaes and Martinelli wanting the ref going, don't hurt me. Those three, they're not mean. They're not mean. They're a P word which ends in a Y. They're still, you know what I mean?
I'll say it, pussy. And on that bombshell, Jez, what do you have coming up, my friend?
Tomorrow evening, weekly chat with Kenny Ken, obviously. Kenny, is 6:30 okay with you? Is that
6:30 is fantastic.
Cheers, man. Cheers. I know you're busy tomorrow, Lee, so I know respect to you. Matty, I don't if you're around, you're more than welcome to join me and Kenny. And we're going to have a chat about, obviously the shit show tonight, upcoming, and some other stuff. I'm going to do a combined show. Kenny, have a think about this. Your best 90s players. Matt, if you join us, have a think about your best 90s. I've done.
All right.
That's actually a good thought, because I think
I've done my 70s, I've done my 80s. I thought, we'll do a combined 90s.
Can you imagine it? I've got Anders Limpart, Mark Overmars, James Bergkamp.
Nice.
Keep it secret for now.
No, I'm just thinking that out loud. But I've got a lot of good, great players to pick from.
So
it's not going to be. Well, I'll let you know a secret. It's not going to be Arsene Wenger dominated.
Facts. Big up you, Jez. Arsenal history and more. Matty, always love. I know you're knackered as well, man. Always appreciate you, bro. And you're knackered, bro. I've done about 9 10 hours right now, but you've done
Yeah.
a whole shift at work. Come home,
Yeah.
probably haven't even eaten. I rate
No,
you,
I
bro.
eat during the broadcast. I eat during the broadcast.
Hey, Ola came on the show and totally messed shit up, bro. Yeah, like we were chill before he turned up. But what you got coming up, bro?
Sideways. Yeah, no. I am chilling. I'm gonna try to hop on with JEZ'S tomorrow. If my car is actually in the shop, so I had to borrow a car. So if I can get my car back in town tomorrow and get back in, I'll try to hop on with them tomorrow. I definitely want to do that.
Yeah, I might jump on some more if I can. I'm on the north side off 5, so if I can jump on, I'll jump on.
Yeah. And then
I'll send you the link, Lee. If you can't make it, man, don't bother. Don't worry. It's no problem.
Nah, come on.
and then I'm gonna try to do something Thursday. And before I go, I just want to let people know we had a lot of people have not brought this up, man, but I'm gonna bring it up again. We drew Liverpool in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. I want people to understand the importance of why we say don't throw away cups.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah,
that's a good opportunity. We need to land a blow in Liverpool because who knows? Hopefully we beat them at Anfield, but if they thrashed us, we need to have a response.
Bingo. Yeah. It's through Lee. What is it? 3 times in 2 months?
3 times. I think 8.5 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, thing is 23rd, the 6th or 7th of January, and then we got them on the 3rd or 4th of February.
It's like City last year, man. Yeah. Hopefully we learn from last year.
Crazy, but as we know, this manager is throwing cups in the bin. Kenny, 1972. Kenny Ken 1972 Insta.
Thank you very much. I'm with Jez on Wednesday as usual, and Thursday I'm indisposed, man. My wife's because it's my wife's birthday, so she wants celebration, spoiling, having people over. I mean, no going out for a meal. So there's a massive London derby I like to watch as a voyeur, Spurs versus West Ham, but I don't think that's really possible.
AirPod in the ear, mate. Hood up. Yeah. You got a dressing gown on, Kenny. Hood up. AirPod in one ear.
She's bought me a new shirt to wear for the birthday. A new shirt. She wants me wearing best jeans, best footwear, and to entertain people. It's but as I said before, I could just about wear it. I watch the arts, but if there's a bloke in there who don't like football and he wants to have a conversation with me, just don't.
I love you, mate. Big up to all 3 of you guys, man. Mad love. Don't let the ratings cry. Big up to everyone who does. Leave your comments down below. I'm back again tomorrow with Northside at 5:30. I'm also on Lee Reacts at 8 o'clock for the watch along for Aston Villa Man City, whatever time that kicks off.
Lee, can I just cut in for money? Sorry, being pertinent. But 3 years ago, or even about 5 years ago, you wouldn't be watching Aston Villa and Man City. You'd be watching Chelsea, Man United. Can you see?
Yeah,
can you see the drop in quality, the drop in standards from both sides? That everyone's going to be watching Villa versus Man City. That's a shame.
Years.
That's a shame. That's an absolute shame that
in 5
everyone's
years,
blowing that game out.
Keep the standards high.
Exactly.
On that bombshell, we're out of here, people. Big up to everyone inside. Big up to all 3 of you, man. Love, respect, laters.
Enjoyed myself.
Yeah, come on. Bless that wifey as well. Laters.